Hey, welcome back to another episode of Ascendance of a Bookworm. Today we'll be checking out episode 29, The Dedication Ceremony and Spring Arrives. So in anticipation of this episode, I've gone ahead and read the 7 or so chapters that are associated with today's episode. Those following along on the Discord server, we've found not only just company released ones, but ones found on web servers, a bunch of screenshots related to today and up to episode 32's episodes. And those of us have been kind of blocking out seeing how much content is roughly to be covered. So I'm personally looking forward to today's episode because there's a few fan highlight moments that should be covered. If they're not, I'll be upset. But anyway, no more talking. Let's just get right into the reaction. Oh no. Away from you. As far away as she possibly can get. Oh, looking at that snow. It looks beautiful, but I'm so glad we're into spring now. Hey, Damuel! Immediate loses interest. What a hoe. Now that's the proper reaction, Lutz. Completely infatuated. Aw. Aw, Damuel. I want to go read. Jesus, this is close up on your face, man. Aw, Wilma's slightly scared. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Fuck you, Jenny! Wow, there's a lot of inferred storytelling going on right now. Fuck you, Arno. Chibi Myne in her ceremonial dress looks so cute. Oh, that's great. Oh, wow. I didn't expect the small chalices to be adorned with gems along the edges like that. The dedication chamber is a lot smaller than I was expecting. But that's a very interesting visual depiction of how replenishing mana like that goes. Oh, cool. She commented on the color. You'd physically drain them dry. Yep. Is this a new music track? Not by much, though. Interesting that they skipped over the duchy politics that would have been covered there. Unless it's about to be, but... No! Is that all we get? Oh my god. I'm upset. And so many fans are upset. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, why? Johan! So we have a full set of upper and lower case now for their in-world font. And here we go. Now she just needs to faint and smack her head on the table. And so begins the saga of Gutenberg. How peacefully asleep and unconscious are you? And we already get the starting of spring. At least she remembers. Bruh. Nobles will just leave his corpse out in the snow like that? I guess, but... F is looking pretty large now. No one seems to truly grasp how much mana that child has and how much worth she will bring to anyone who has her. That's a pretty harsh option. That's the unfortunate reality, but Effa sees it as it is. Yeah, just think of it as no different than your kid getting an apprenticeship. Starting out their life. Sure, it's weird that it's 10 years old in this world, but if it's common sense for their society, then I shouldn't go against it in that sense. Aww. Now that's a printing press. Wow. Come on, come on, give us backstory. I love that they're covering this side content. Damn, Ferdinand. Damn straight. 12 boxes? Nope. It's like Buckley's. It tastes awful, but it works. Ooh, we're getting into more of the magical stuff. Wait, she's wearing a yellow ring? Karstad! And you. Oh, thank God they fixed it. But we didn't get the actual poke. Ah, damn. Ah, well. That's a good enough introduction until Sylvester, I suppose. Yeah, I want to learn more about the restaurant. Anything about this world's food. Okay, now that end slate is really cool, or end card. Except I don't like her eyes. That was definitely an interesting episode. It seems they covered more content than I was expecting them to cover, like 8, 9 chapters worth of content. But yeah, so let's just kind of recap what happened. We got to see the introduction to Daniel, which was short and sweet, a lot shorter than I was expecting. One of Daniel's like defining characteristics in the light novel is that he absolutely loves Peru cakes. We had a quick look of Peru cakes in the episode, but even then, Daniel didn't even have them. Yeah, there was a bunch of other stuff that was cut. There was a chapter dedicated to making crepes with cream and liquor-like fruit concoction. And then they also made shoes, so they had a whole thing just dedicated to footwear. But as for the content that was covered, it was pretty good. I liked how Fat Santa, High Bishop, just kind of did his own asshole self thing, giving more small chalices to Myne. As for the end of the episode, yeah, it sucks that they're given that ultimatum, but I think they'd rather have Myne live to 10 and then go off to the Magic Middle School or whatever equivalent they have, the Royal Academy. But it sets up for something interesting, because if this series eventually gets the length for another few seasons, I'm sure that a bunch of people would love a Magic High School type show set in this world. I will say though, I was surprised that Daniel had his side story content brought into this episode. It's that little bit of backstory that we needed as an audience member to really understand this character. The end of the episode ends off with our introduction to Sylvester, who is our purpled-haired blue priest that we get introduced to for the shortest of moments. We don't really get enough to kind of get a sense for his character, but so far with his action being the first thing to make her squeak with a pooey sort of thing is, I don't know, it's not the most polite thing to do, so I'd say that. But yeah, that was episode 29 of Ascendance of a Bookworm. If you liked, leave a comment if you feel, but otherwise, tune in next time for episode 30.